So I know a bunch of you been asking how do we like the 7.3 liter V8 in the 10-speed transmission, and I'll say, guys, we like it a lot. A lot. So after that little demonstration on a closed road, hey guys, we have some super exciting news for you, and we totally almost forgot about it until I got an update on our phone. So we were kind of like 3/4 of the way through filming today, a bunch of work we got done, and it's like, hey Sean, guess what today is? Today is
the 10-year anniversary of Spencer Lawn Care.
10 years ago today, guys, the day after Christmas in 2011, I made the decision that I was no longer going to work for anybody else. I was going to take it upon myself and officially start Spencer Lawn Care. Now, quick backstory, guys. I'm going to plug some photos up here as well as I'm talking. I started off with a Boland's push mower, a pickup truck. I didn't have a blower. I had a push broom, and I had a John Deere trimmer. That's all I had to start with. I did have a Craftsman mower, but I didn't want to use it because I was like, you know what, I'll destroy this thing. And, you know, I paid like $1,500, I think, for it.
That was a lot of money back then.
And it was, and I financed it too through, I think it was Lowe's or Home Depot, one of them. Anyways, so started off with not the right equipment. Started off with debating for probably 2 or 3 years on starting, being scared to take a chance. And, you know, I'm not telling you guys, hey, do what I did or, you know, take my exact road. But what we ended up doing has worked for us, and we've had success. So we started off where a lot of you may be thinking about starting off, or maybe you're still at currently and just trying to figure out how to get to that next step. But first and foremost, I want to tell you all, I did not have everybody's support. There were a lot of people that said, dude, don't waste your time. There's too much competition. There's no money in lawn care. Mowing grass is for idiots. You know, there's no skills required to do it. Anybody can do it. And, you know, some of these things might be true. Some of them are just things people are putting in their own minds to not do it themselves or whatever. But I do want to tell you that anything in your life that you want to do, as long as you do it to the best of your ability and progressively become better and do better at it, that you can be successful at it if you're giving it your 100%. And that's the way I went into it. Simply, guys, I had worked numerous jobs over the years and, you know, really broke my back for a lot of different companies and, you know, didn't see the return in the value that I was receiving. I was let go from a couple different jobs for goofy reasons. You know, the economy went bad, they were downsizing, yada, yada, yada. And I was always a supervisor or a manager in some way of every job I ever had. Real quick break in the action. So here you can see me, I'm probably 17, 18 maybe. TQ's 17, 18. This is when we first probably started dating. We were actually kissing in this very kitchen here when my parents owned this house a long time ago. But if you see right down there, guys, if I can focus in, see that where it says sub on my shirt? I was a manager at Subway. But once you kind of top out at a lot of those jobs, you know, they tend to find reasons to get rid of you or, you know, downplay your position so they don't have to pay you as much or keep you where you're at for longer for no real more value. And yeah, that's kind of what happened and what sprung me into starting Spencer Lawn Care. Right here's another one of those jobs. I was a second shift supervisor at a U.S. Mint facility. And this place here, I watched hundreds and hundreds of people lose their job when the economy completely fell apart. And it was really something that sprung me into starting Spencer Lawn Care, was seeing all those people lose their jobs and other security officers that I worked with as well lose their jobs. And I decided I wanted to take it into my own hands. And I came to TQ, I said, hey, let me try this thing. If it doesn't work, I need 5 years, and if not, I'll go back to college, because I did do some college for a while, a couple semesters, some business management. Also, I did some firefighter EMT school, and just really didn't find what I was looking for. And then when I finally took myself up on my own advice and got up enough nerve to start Spencer Lawn Care and took those leaps and bounds to make it happen, really with no financial backing whatsoever, guys, I started to find where my calling was in life and where my heart was at. And that was working for myself, bettering our family and our business, and really just growing something from nothing into something. And TQ came on in 2018. I know some of you have been asking lately what TQ means, and that stands for Trimmer Queen. Our subscribers back in 2018, 19, somewhere around there, deemed TQ the best female trimmer in the world, and TQ just kind of stuck. But her name is Savannah. We're a husband and wife team, and we're 10 years into business. She came on in 2018 with employee issues, and best decision ever. And that's what we are. We rock it out, we get it done, and have some fun while we're doing it, huh?
And I'm proud of you.
Well, I'm proud of you too.
You said you would need 5 years to get it running, and look at us now.
Yeah.
10 years and building an empire. More and more adding on to our plate, and love every minute of it with you.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's things change over the years, you know, where you think you want to go with it, where you don't want to go with it. You buy things you don't want, buy things you don't need, make some financial mistakes, make some estimating mistakes, employee mistakes, all the above. We've been there, we've done that. We're not perfect, we still do that.
But enough chit-chatting and yip-yapping. We just wanted to celebrate with you guys. 10 years. Let's freaking go. Woo!
We won't be using the dump trailer as much right now, so after some maintenance, we're going to get it parked where it'll pretty much sit until we have a job big enough to take it out, or until spring whenever we're going to start our cleanups back. But right now we need to get all the trailers and trucks repositioned in the truck, getting ready in anticipation for when the snow starts flying. It's not in our forecast, but you just never know.
Yeah, that's real good.
need more fluid film. Take it.
There goes the fluid film can. Nice safety bar there.
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing on this beautiful
Sunday
day
morning
after Christmas?
How did your Christmas go?
Ours went phenomenal.
Yes.
I have zero complaints about our Christmas. We're very blessed, and we hope you guys had a very blessed Christmas as well, and got everything, as Sean Boy would say, he hopes you got spoiled.
Spoiled rotten. I know he did. He's ready to go camping, right?
Yeah, right. TQ hooked me up with all kinds of camping gear and bug out gear.
Survival.
And yeah, I'm into that kind of stuff, and definitely want to get Sean Boy out and the family out and get to do a little bit of that, hopefully, as things slow down here, potentially.
Yes.
Anyways, guys, as you just saw, Don't Trailer's pretty much retired for right now. We're not going to break it down because we don't know what the weather is going to do, for one, and if we're able to get back onto some properties and do leaf cleanups, we're going to definitely do that. As of right now, guys, we have almost an entire week of 50s, 60s,
and
low
rain.
40s, yeah, and a lot of rain.
It rained a lot yesterday.
Yeah, Christmas here, it was a torrential downpour all day long. And I'll tell you what, if it had been colder, that would have been a snowstorm for the ages.
Oh yeah, we have been working all night long.
Absolutely. But work always persists, and we actually got a call down at our storage units on Christmas Day, which I wasn't, well, not even a call, a text. We got a text about a problem, which it's kind of my fault, and I should have gotten it resolved. I just, you know, forgot about it. But I'll put the text up here real quick and let you guys take a look. So now you're back after reading that text, and simply, guys, when we took the storage units over, what, a month ago or so,
Yeah.
we sent out a letter to all of the existing customers and said, hey, you know, blah, 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 we're the new owners, you know, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, things will change next year a little bit with this and that, but as of right now, do you have any complaints or anything that we can do better as the new owners to make your experience at Spencer Storage a better what's the word I'm looking for?
An overall better experience.
Yeah,
basically.
experience. That's what I'm looking at. So anyways, we got a few things back, you know, a little bit with drainage, a little bit with just site prep and stuff like that. So we've been taking care of that, taking care of the weeds. And one of those were, hey, I have a hole in the gutter that we were aware of. Yes, I discovered it when I cleaned them out. It basically leaks right into the front of the unit, and if they ever try to go in there, it's like a constant drip is what they said after a storm. Never really mentioned anything about like when it's downpouring, it's pouring straight down, and if I try to get into my unit, it's all kinds of bad. But as you just saw, he tried to go there, or she, was it he tried to go there and get his stuff, and basically that water was all pouring out of there. So instead of it just being a annoying drip after a storm, it was a constant downpour. So I got to go get that resolved real quick. It was on me and not getting it done, but we resolved that, and I'll show you guys exactly how we resolved it in just 1 minute. But let's go fix this real quick.
Let's do it. So right there is what we need to fix. And it just drips down in this area. It makes it hard for the tenant to get in and out if it's downpouring.
We didn't even need the ladder.
Nope.
I'm gonna take a look at it, see what I think we need. First thing we need is gloves.
And a hammer.
You guys didn't know, I'm a hand model for Spencer Laundry.
We could just use duct tape. It fixes everything, doesn't it? Duct tape.
It does.
Duct tape and zip ties.
All right, let's take a look at the patient. Got a little bit of a puncture wound.
Does it need stitches, doctor?
We're gonna start with a hammer.
It does look like someone backed into it somehow.
Have you guys ever seen those videos on YouTube where they work on the patients and they got like those big metal rods like hooked to them and stuff, and they're yanking on like their hips and joints and bones and stuff? I highly recommend it on a good day whenever you're bored. Go check those ones out. All right, so.
Hello.
Let me show them here, TQ. So there's a close-up. Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like at some point what somebody did is they took something and jammed it in here, or something backed into it and just punctured it. And it looks like they put some caulking on it at some point as well, and it just kind of either came through or whatever. So what we're gonna do is knock this back down a little bit and then seal it up. So TQ already told you, but right here's the problem. So the customer tried to come in here yesterday, and basically it was all pouring out right here, and they were trying to get their stuff in and out, and that's just not good. So yeah. All right, got a little bit out of it. So where that joint is, I don't know if I'm going to get that out very much. Yeah, that joint's not gonna come out. But if TQ wants to show you guys in here, pretty much got that hole all closed up, but where the crack is. So we can put silicone in here or putty, whatever we got with us, and seal that up. And that should at least stop it from coming in on a customer. So since I've been pounding on that, I'm gonna go ahead and put these nails back too. That'll keep it nice and tight. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna let this just sit in here pretty much and just fill that hole in and let it do its thing. All right, so I got it in there. This stuff was a little more runny than what I was hoping for, but I think it'll work. It's barely, if you just barely see that drop coming through right here, that's what I want. I want this to kind of just seal itself up here. All right guys, TQ wants to come in here. If you remember the other day, I told you, hey, I was gonna put these the other way because a couple people commented and said this is the way they're supposed to be. After the video the other day, more people said they should be the other way. So what I did then is I went in and did my own research, and both ways are right, okay? So there's really no wrong or right way, but our property here, our soil is existing. It's been here a long time. So therefore we need to turn these the other way so that when the water runs out, it can just run onto the ground and disperse, okay? What people do though is when they put them like this, how it is right now, this would be like if you just put your soil in, your ground in, and basically you don't want to have any kind of washout. This will slow the water down coming out, and you won't get as much washout into your soil, your ground, whatever you're putting it on. So ours, being that this is settled and it's good to go, we need to turn them the other way just so the water gets out as fast as possible. And I don't really like water puddling in there. That'll turn to ice. Somebody could potentially slip on it, anything. Now it's the right way. I don't care if you comment in the bottom and say it's the wrong way or the right way. I'm not moving these things again. They're not light. All right guys, so we did about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes worth of maintenance around here. Came back, it's looking good. I don't see any daylight up through it. Just got back home here, guys. This truck is going to be getting a full cleaning here in probably about a week, and that's simply so we can go in to get oil sprayed. So if you don't know, here at Spencer Lawn Care, every year we take this truck in and they oil coat the whole entire thing. We go to a place called Goods Oil Coating. As of right now, I heard they're a couple weeks out, but I have not really reached out to them yet. I'm assuming it's probably going to slow down. So what they do is they put these little plastic tabs in here, and then they'll take these out and they'll shoot oil inside all the door jambs. They'll coat everything. Oh, meant to show you. And simply because, guys, this stuff, we've had 3 snow events now, but salt gets everywhere. This is salt. It comes off your shoes, and I mean, it comes everywhere. And you can see the truck's got, this is a 16. You know, she's got some bruises. She's not perfect, okay? But this truck is almost paid completely off, so that's why we decided to keep it 1 more year. And yeah, we'll cross that road. Hopefully truck situations are a little better whenever we get there. Maybe next spring or fall, whatever. Probably not, but who knows? Anyways, we oil coat this whole entire thing. We've been plowing with it now. This is season 4. And yeah, it's definitely got wear and tear, you know, things showing on it, mainly the tailgate, just from the salt spreader over the years. I'll show you guys down here. That's mainly where most of the wear and tear is on this truck. This is the only real rust on it, other than a couple little paint chips. But we do spray inside of the tailgate as well, and they'll spray the whole entire underneath of it. But as you guys know, we have the 2022 now. This is an aluminum body truck, and what we decided is we're not going to oil coat it, okay? And I know some of you mentioned, like, why didn't we get like the covers and everything in the fenders? And simply that was because we knew we were going to Line-X undercoat spray it, and that's what it goes in tomorrow for. So we need to get all of this cleaned out of here as best as possible. They will clean it as well, but we want to make sure we're doing our due diligence.
What are you doing?
What? There's a chicken in there?
Yep.
What are you doing?
Come here.
She's like, I'm hiding.
I thought I heard her jump up in here.
She's hiding. So real quick update while I got you guys here. We have had no more attacks, thank goodness, but also the fox has not came back at all. Trust me, I've been watching and waiting because we have a little something for him. Anyways, it's good. He's not came back, but he's also, he's here. Yeah. He's got a lot to eat right now.
Yeah, it's warmer too, so there's a lot more animals out. So he's probably well fed right now. Yeah, and I've been doing my research. Foxes will bury some of them and then come back and eat on them as, you know, they have less and less food. So he will be back, and he will pay for eating 7 of my chickens. Poor chickies. I know some of you might be thinking, why didn't you guys have it Line-X as soon as you bought it? Simply, guys, they told us we wanted to wait until after we had our snow plow mount and all of that installed. So we got all that on there now. Don't mind the dog squeaking their toys in the background. It happens every time I try to record. But yeah, that's why we had to wait, guys. This thing is so much lighter than the steel one. It's on there.
reminds me, we need to take these in the garage. Make sure I put these in a box and mark 2022. So whenever you get a plow installed, guys, you have to take these off to fit the plow mounts onto the front of the truck. But you never want to get rid of these, because if you go to sell it, trade it in, they're going to want these.
What are those for those who don't know what they are?
I believe they actually connect somewhere to like the bumper or something, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't hold it to me.
Okay.
But I know they get in the way of where the plow mount goes.